Hey guys, I hope you're hungry. Welcome back to the Full Sense channel. My name is Jericho, and today I'm joined by the Iceman to discuss Clash of Champions, the newest WWE event. So, Clash of Champions was last night. At time of recording, it was the first Raw-only pay-per-view since the brand split. So, just off the top, what did you think of the show?
Oh, not
Oh.
Well, it certainly wasn't as good as Backlash, but certainly wasn't as horrible as SummerSlam.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like SummerSlam made me much more viscerally upset. Like, this, I was just like... It just felt like how WWE used to be. Like, it definitely didn't feel like New Era. It was
right.
Predictable, like, just the results we didn't want to see, and...
It's just that's a good... just kind of snapshot of what Raw is compared to SmackDown right now.
Mm-hmm.
Just Raw is the status quo, and SmackDown's the new exciting brand.
Yep. So we watched the pre-show for once, and we saw Nia Jax versus Alicia Fox, and I don't really see a whole lot in Nia Jax. I don't want her to be the women's champion, so therefore there's no other titles for women, so therefore I don't care about her at all. Like, I don't want to see her reach the only goal she really has, so therefore what's the point of her, in my opinion? And I thought it was weird. Like, why not just destroy Alicia Fox and show credibility? Because, like, she's been beating jobbers, but now be an established name. A former Divas champion to the horror of the nation. But she just...
Yeah, what does Alicia Fox need to look strong out of this?
And she still was beaten pretty soundly, so she did look strong, but Nia Jax didn't look as good as she could have.
Right.
So I don't see what the good of it was. So, yeah, mediocre. They should have had... I don't know, something else on the pre-show that more people would have cared about, or at least I would have cared about. So the first match on the actual card was the New Day versus the Club, and we've complained about the New Day lately, how, like, we feel like they're really... Here, you can...
Yeah, so, alright. New Day. I started off hating them, and then I grew to love them, and then I grew to hate them again, like, in this same title reign that they're in. Right there, that I can change my mind twice in the same title reign tells you that it's been too long with the titles, especially in this day and age. Having said that,
watch out for his tie advance.
What's the point of it? Like, I want to know, like, is it really just so that they can be the longest reigning champions in history ever?
Yeah, so despite what WWE would tell you, the real longest longest tag champions in WWE history, or whatever way they want to phrase it, are Demolition, which had like 430 days or something. So New Day is only a month off of that now, or close to it. So I really think that that's the only reason. Like, why else would they beat? I mean, they've beaten the Club. Well, they didn't win at SummerSlam. They lost via DQ, but they beat the Club again. So
cheating, I might add.
Yeah, already 3-on-2, but also outside interference and using a weapon and all the rest of it. Like, I just don't get it. I don't get, like, why don't they know what to, like, the Club were awesome when they were AJ Styles' as thugs, or like when we didn't know like whose side they were on and they were just like this outside invading force or whatever. But now they're just like lowered to the stupid comedy stuff that New Day has already run into the ground. You've killed that guy like 4 times, by the way. That same name. And like, okay, they don't deserve another title shot. They lose. Like, I just don't. I'm so tired of the New Day. I cannot wait for them to be done. But I don't think it'll be until they really have the record.
Yep. It's just getting old, and I hate that they're faces and they have to cheat. And people still loved it. Although, God love that crowd, there were a few boos. So maybe, I don't know, maybe this will be the start of some kind of change. I don't know.
It would be interesting for them to turn heel again, or to start to have something to change them up. Like, don't always love each other and always be goofy and always have the same jokes and the same... It's like watching like a TV show. Well, I mean, of course it is a TV show, but like every episode has just the same feel. There's never any change in emotions, or like the characters are always the same. It's just been static for a year.
And that would get old on a TV show that you only see 20 times a year. We get Raw every week
for 3 hours.
For 3 hours. Yeah. I don't know. I'm really over them.
Mm-hmm.
It's too long. It's too long in this day and age.
I could not agree more. So next, definitely was a breath of fresh air was T.J. Perkins defending the Cruiserweight title against Brian Kendrick.
Yes.
I've always loved Brian Kendrick. I thought that his singles run as the Brian Kendrick was really underrated. I really thought they should have done a lot more with him. But he left the company soon after that, and it was really disappointing. It was great to see him back. He did some stuff on NXT. Like, I think he had a match with Finn Balor before Balor won the championship. And then, of course, he did well. He got to the round of 8, I think, in the...
He made it. I think he actually made it to the semis.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So he did really well in the tournament. And it was no surprise that he was going to lose.
Right.
You got to put the younger guy over, and there's a reason he won the tournament. But he put up a good, it was an awesome match. Probably the second favorite match of the show for me.
Absolutely.
One thing I thought was really weird, though, and you made a good point about this that I hope you'll make again, is that I just thought it was weird that they went for so many submission moves. Like, when you think of Cruiserweight wrestling, but both of them had a submission finisher and kept going through it throughout the match. Like, it was really surprising to see.
Right, and I mean, I mentioned to you last night, their thing during the Classic was, like, to be the best cruiserweight in the world, now you have to be the best all-around wrestler. It's not just about the lucha style. But even so, it was like a mat-based clinic.
Yeah, there were
night.
only like 3 or 4 top rope moves at all. They do that Hurricane Rana to the outside, like over the top rope was really cool.
I've never seen anything like that before.
And there definitely was no shortage of like crazy dives and stuff in the show because every other match had some of that. But I don't know. It was just surprising, just not what I expected to see at all. So the next match was my pick as the best match of the show. It was to my shock, was Sheamus versus Cesaro.
Yeah.
It was the end of their best of 7 series.
Well,
yeah, it should have been, but it was a really excellent match. They both looked like they had something to prove, and I guess that's the whole point of this little mini feud in this 7-match series. But it was a really aggressive, hard-hitting match. Like, I don't know, I really can't say enough about it. I thought they both did really, really well, and it was exciting. Lots of really good near falls, and we really saw something different out of both of them.
I'm real upset, though, there wasn't a winner.
Yeah, it's already been 7 matches, and it came from them already having a mini feud of like 2 or 3 matches before that. So that's pretty crazy that it was a flop. What I mentioned that might be cool is if for their championship opportunity, whoever wins is like, you know what, I actually want a tag team championship match with the other guy as my partner, because they've just grown to respect each other so much for this and all.
Yes.
Which I'm not super eager for Sheamus to be a face again, because I thought that was a really, really disappointing run and a big mistake. But I mean, I'll take it as something new for his character. Oh, you have a special friend? So yeah, other than the finish, which I mean, it was cool. If it was not the end of a best of 7 series, I would have been happy with that finish. Like that they just beat the hell out of each other just too much. It really wants you to know that you got a tie bomber. By the way, it's big news.
I haven't done anything.
It's the issue of the day. So yeah, if not for the circumstances, I would have been happy with that finish. But as it was, I think it's a little bit crazy to draw out even further a 7-match series.
Yep.
So we're showing the new Death Star DLC, by the way, and as you can see, it has some bugs. It ain't perfect.
No. They'll fix it though. It's super neat. I love it.
Yeah, we both really liked it. We'll probably do like a regular discussion of it, possibly in the next War Story, if not pretty soon. But anyway, not to get off track. The next match was Sami Zayn versus Chris Jericho, and I thought it was okay. I don't know. They're both really. It's been like this way for a lot of Jericho's matches lately, where they're just not as good as I think they should have been.
Right.
Like Jericho's feud with AJ Styles. Like
yeah, I
just
have a whole lot of great matches.
Just expected it to be better than it was. It was still good, but Chris Jericho doesn't lay down for anybody anymore.
Nope.
Like I guess WWE heard like people online being like, well, I know he wants to put guys over, but if he never wins, he doesn't look like a threat. But now Jericho wins
now
always.
He's Cena from 07. Put the title on him. He hasn't lost this year.
Yeah, he doesn't. I mean, he deserves it more than anybody. So I thought that was just crazy, and like a clean win too. Like he didn't.
Yeah, right.
No thumb to the eye, no ref distraction. He's just the better man. So I just don't know what to say about that part of it. It was a pretty good match. It was kind of sloppy. Like the through the corner DDT that Sami Zayn does, they kind of messed that up, and there was a moonsault from the barricade, like on the outside, that Zayn did to Jericho that he also like missed. I don't know. It just like, again, maybe not something you would have mentioned or noticed in a regular match, but it really stood out when you expect it to be so good and so smooth and perfect between them. And I think it stood out all the more because Cesaro is just so good. Just the stuff he did in that match and how smooth he is. Like, he reminds me of AJ. That's the match I want to see, with Cesaro and AJ Styles, because the way that Cesaro is able to connect the moves in his moveset, and he's like the opposite of Roman Reigns, who just rolls around the ring until it's time to do his spots and just has no sense of giving his match dynamics and tempo and a personality. It's just, I'm going to hit the spear and the Superman punch and the drive-by kick on the outside, and I'll just find the time to do those. Cesaro is all about telling a story the entire time, and like one thing I really noticed when he put Sheamus in the sharpshooter, he had his other arm behind his back to brace it because Sheamus had been attacking it the whole time. Like, when do you see that? Somebody that really pays attention and thinks, like, I have to sell my back even now.
They never sell.
Nobody does that.
Sells. And all the experts will tell you, like, I listen to Austin's podcast often, his biggest gripe with Roman Reigns is he doesn't sell.
So, yeah, Zayn and Jericho was fine. Crazy ending, but nothing, I don't know. Not really a whole lot to say about it. So now we're moving right along to the Women's Championship. The Raw Women's Championship.
Yeah, the Raw Women's Championship.
Excuse me.
It is officially called.
To our horror. So Charlotte wins with a kick to the face.
Again.
Charlotte wins again. She is 12-0 in pay-per-view title matches in her WWE career.
Like, who's not sick of that? You know, like, that's just too much. I don't want Sasha Banks to have the title that long. Like, it's just too long. Yeah, I don't know.
It's too much. I still like Charlotte okay, but I honestly find her to be sort of overrated. Like, I think she's the worst in the ring of the four horsewomen.
Absolutely. I mean, she's incredible, but no, she's not better than any of the others, and her mic work is questionable.
Yeah, definitely questionable. There's a reason she put her with her dad for a while, but now with the even worse Dana Brooke. And I thought it was weird, like, Dana took so long to interfere in a no-rules match. I thought that it was going to lead to Dana turning on her, because I was like, oh, well...
Yeah, they didn't even play to that. They've been building that for weeks.
And no. Why would I? She's my friend.
We get along great. And look, she won. Jericho just flexed. We all know what your name is.
Oh, we know. It's not a secret to anyone. So yeah.
I'm sorry, Dan.
No, please continue.
Really, really good match. I was really happy with it. Just a weird ending. There was like a weird sequence where one of them was it when Sasha had Charlotte in the bank statement, and then Bayley like kicked or something, and then Sasha was gone, and then Charlotte just did a random kick to the face, like that final sequence.
Yeah.
It was awkward and weird, and then Charlotte winning just with a regular kick.
It really seemed to me like the ref was like, "Hey, you're out of time. Let's wrap it up."
Right.
Well, we gotta do the finish. But why not have Charlotte do the spear or something that she's at least done before, not just kick her in the face?
Like, not even a super kick. It was just like and Bayley was down for the 30 count.
Right. It was a big boot-esque, but not even that.
Yeah.
She just put her foot in her face.
It was weird. I'm trying not to be biased because I wanted Sasha to win so bad, but I think it could have been done a lot better. I am pleased as Punch, though, that Sasha didn't have to take the pin. So that means maybe she'll get another title match. But she's injury prone, according to the powers that be, so never mind.
Can't stay healthy.
Nope.
I think you're using my hand and my gun, so you might want to switch it out now.
Okay.
No problem. Okay, so then we moved on to the U.S. title match, and I just put a bunch of expletives for my notes because I was displeased. But at least Roman will stay well away from the world title. I mean, Cena ended up having a nice reign with the U.S. title, so go ahead and do that. That's fine.
Yeah.
If that's what makes you happy.
I don't think he'll have a long reign with it either.
No. some neat new heel will come and take it, or I don't know. They'll figure something out. Oh, nice! Right in the back of the head.
How about a Braun Strowman?
Yeah. So they showed a promo for Hell in a Cell. It was like a Ouija board, and when they went to the H, we're like, oh my god, it's Luke Harper. Then they did an E, and they're like, oh, he's gonna be saying hello to us because he's spooky. But nah, it's just Hell in a Cell. But maybe it could happen.
I mean, yeah, it could still be him. Just wasn't for him. Yeah, super neat commercial.
Yeah, it was a really cool. But anyway, U.S. title, like, not surprised. I mean, it's Reigns. Like, we're lucky he's not still the world champion. But Rusev, I don't know. He just it was just disappointing. Rusev deserves a lot better. But he did have a nice long title reign. Like, I guess it's sort of like you with Sasha. Like, I'm just trying to keep an open mind about it. I'm upset, but whatever. It could be worse.
Who's this guy?
If I'm over here, you can't see me very well, so I'll be the victor. So the main event was the Universal title, of course, between Owens and Rollins. I'm happy to see Rollins as a face because the fans have wanted to cheer him ever since he's been back. I like it when WWE doesn't just force their agenda. Like it was like the opposite of the situation with Reigns, where everyone's booing him. Like, why? You know, why don't just make it a heel? But with Rollins, okay, we'll just have him be a face, and it works. And I look forward to, you know, I do think that Triple H will put him over. It'll be good for his career. Oh, nice. He's like right there too. But it was another match that I thought was kind of. I mentioned at the time, like, one problem I sort of have with WWE at times is like the main event. We could have just turned it off and turned it back on for the finish, and I don't really feel like I would have missed out on a lot. Like, I love Owens is my favorite right now. I love him. I love how he is in the ring. Like, I really like everything about him as a character, as a wrestler, even as a person. I have a whole lot of respect for him. But like, I just wanted to know what's going to happen. And I even was pretty confident that Owens was going to walk away with the title too. So it wasn't even that. It was just, you did really well with him. I don't know. It was okay. It was fine, but it was a whole lot of shenanigans going on though. He didn't look too tough, having Jericho attacking and interfering, and the other ref and Stephanie and all the rest of it. It was just kind of. It was
weird. Another weird finish. Just, I don't know. I thought it was awkward. I thought it was awkward as hell.
I'd like to see him have like Ambrose had Ziggler at SummerSlam. Like, have somebody that really has no business being there, that he can have a really strong, good win. Even Zayn, like, I would be sad, sort of, I guess, for it to be wasted at a lower tier pay-per-view. Right. But let Zayn get a title match, and Owens just beat him down, and oh, okay, you deserve it. But I don't know. I've not been as happy with Owens as the champion as I should have been. I think it's sort of what you said, that they showed him as a mid-card guy for so long,
right?
That it's weird that oh now he's the world champion now.
Just now, like, he has he can do it. It's just odd that he got it now.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's a big part of why I haven't been enjoying Raw so much. That's the top storyline, and I can't get into the champion.
So yeah, you know, as you can hear, all in all, not disgusting, didn't make us furious like SummerSlam did, but also a far cry from how good Backlash was, both in ring and the results, and just pretty disappointing. And I don't know, disappointing is the word, I guess. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the Full Incense channel so you catch all of the war stories on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but we have content coming every single day. Thanks again, as always, to Iceman for joining me, and we will see you guys soon. I don't know about you guys, but we're full.